did you just do?
Yo, what's up guys? So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about why I wanted to get groomed as a kid.
Minecraft survival games, otherwise known as MCSG or Minecraft Hunger Games, is a better game mode than Sky Wars and Bed Wars. I know what I said, I'm old as hell, and I'll fight anyone for this take. If you're around my age and grew up with Minecraft PvP during the early to mid 2010s, there's a strong chance you've played MCSG, a minigame based on the Hunger Games movies where you and 23 other players fight to the death in a battle royale format, with the last person standing as the winner. Whether it's on the most popular servers like MC Gamer Network, HiveMC, Hypixel, or Bad Lion, or maybe you've watched tons of other YouTubers who succeeded in making videos of themselves kicking ass in game. Perhaps you've watched an abundance of montages with some corny ass Nightcore song, or some rock metal track playing in the background. It was a lot of people's obsession back in the day, including myself. This game's minigame was my whole fucking identity as a teenager, to the point where I was playing it almost every day. I remember playing MCSG on my old Alienware 18 laptop that could barely run Minecraft at a stable 30 FPS despite being a gaming laptop. I didn't care because it was one of the best gaming moments of my life. So I want to talk about as much as I can about Minecraft survival games, from the servers to the creators like Huawei, Toxic Waste, BBoyQG, among tons of people. So I'm warning you all right now, there's gonna be an atomic amount of glazing in this video. It's not even funny. In the past, there's been a handful of servers to play survival games on. The most notable ones I remember playing on are Mineplex, HiveMC, Hypixel, Bad Lion to an extent, and my favorite one, the MC Gamer Network. Each one had their own flavor of the game mode in terms of item balance and structure. For example, Mineplex was the Weenie Hut Jr. of MCSG. Items are very forgiving, and the player base were literally 7-year-olds who don't know how to play the game, which allowed YouTubers like AntVenom, Captain Sparkles, Grazer, Bajan Canadian, Jerome ASF to win nearly every game they played in. Speaking of those last two, they mostly played on the Nexus, a server I've never played on before. I heard that it was popular back then, but judging from some of Bajan's videos, the player base is on par with Mineplex, so it wasn't that hard to win if you're good at the game. Then we have HiveMC and Hypixel. These two I consider intermediate in terms of difficulty. The items are pretty miscellaneous, like TNT or cobwebs, and in the case of Hypixel and Mineplex, those servers have custom kits that give you special abilities as an advantage, but for the most part it's pretty close to Badline and MC Gamer. Fishing rods, flint and steels, several ingots and sticks can be found in chests to craft stronger swords, etc. And the player base for Hive and Hypixel are 50-50, a mix of little kids and actual good players. Then we have Badline and my go-to server, MC Gamer Network. Even though Badline is mostly known for its UHC game mode, it did have its own SG version. These servers are the salty spittoon of MCSG. No bullshit kits, a chest tier system where tier 1 has basic necessities and tier 2 has stronger armor, weapons and ingots to craft with, and the players and YouTubers were actually good at PvP. You won't find little Timmies playing on these servers that often. Let's not also forget that for all of these servers, there's either people forming teams of 3 or 5 people, and the abundance of hackers ruining the fun for everyone. These players were the bane of my existence. Oh, where do we even start? There's so many people I can highlight, so I'll focus on a mix between the ones casual viewers will instantly recognize, to those only hardcore MCSG players will know a lot more than most people outside of the community. Starting with the YouTubers I didn't grow up with that much, Bajan Canadian and Jerome ASF were inseparable in terms of making videos together. These conjoined twins is how I describe their relationship. Nearly every episode of survival games had these two teaming up against kids, and sometimes they'll get other YouTubers to record with them. Bajan in particular also had this video, this Minecraft Hunger Games song, 112 million views. People thought this shit went hard, and I'm not gonna lie, it kinda did. Although a few design choices were also strange, like how during the dubstep sequence some parts were slowed down too long in order for the beat to catch up, effectively ruining the pacing. Or how fight scenes were animated in a way that I don't think it's child friendly. Why did this guy get stabbed in the chest and then it switches to having the wooden sword up his ass for a brief moment? Many animated music videos at the time didn't age well, and this is no exception. It's corny by today's standards, but back then you can guarantee that several kids sang this song at a talent show at school. Next we have AntVenom and Captain Sparkles. Now these guys didn't play survival games together like the other two, but each of them had a bunch of episodes in their respective series. In 2012, the now defunct Machinima, does anyone even remember that shit? They used to be a huge multi-channel network during the early 2010s, and they hosted a massive Minecraft event where a bunch of YouTubers got together to play on a custom Hunger Games map that basically kickstarted the MCSG craze for years to come. Not only did AntVenom and Captain Sparkles participated in it, but both of them were the last two remaining, with Ant becoming the winner in the end. It was a huge deal at the time, and while the gameplay from all the other YouTubers isn't exciting to watch, I should mention this since it's important to the topic in hand. Now we're getting to the ones I remember watching religiously. These are the YouTubers that didn't have a major following like the ones I mentioned before, but they're still looked back upon long after survival games died out. There's way too many of them to go into, and we'll be here forever if I talk about each one of them in detail, so here's a brief mention of some of them by name. Kevin Plays, It's Austin, Schmoopies, Creeper Farts, Private Fearless, I Beat Your Score, Solar Flare, Love Lights Graveyard, Just a Hot Dog, No Hacks Just Ping, Grape Applesauce, Sam Haribo, Harry's Minecraft, That One Tomahawk, Gold Ellipse, Canadian Fries, Bebo QG. There's just so many MCSG YouTubers I've watched on a daily basis that I'm definitely missing a few people. All of these guys gave me and so many people hours of content that we all wanted to be like them. However, there's two MCSG YouTubers I want to highlight the most. These guys are the ones I obsessed with trying to be like them as a teenager, that their inspiration can't be denied no matter what. First we have Michael, aka Toxic Waste. This dude's videos were always fun to watch, including the voice cracks he unintentionally makes. Sadly, his channel and most of his content are gone, so there aren't a lot of videos to showcase, but when he fought, you can tell the skills he displayed. His commentary was also funny because, contrary to his name, Toxic was a fun guy to listen to, and his PvP texture pack was cool as fuck. The textures on the weapons and the fishing rod were amazing, and the unique skybox was always my personal favorite out of all the texture packs I used. Then we have my other favorite MCSG player, the one everyone wanted to be out of all of them, and in my opinion, the fucking Michael Jackson of the MCSG community. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my GOAT, Wahui! You ask anyone who grew up with MCSG back in the day who was their favorite player was, and most of them will say Huawei without hesitation. His gameplay was immaculate. Nearly everyone he fought was tense and always came down to the wire, especially against teams of 2 or 3 players. His commentary in the beginning was pretty chill and had the awkwardness that made him relatable, and although it did become slightly more energetic as he got used to it, it never came off as annoying to listen to. So you got this guy with a deep voice with a cool and captivating commentary, and he kicks ass at survival games? Yeah, you got yourself a recipe for YouTube success. Not to mention his videos outside of SG were also good, especially his UHC videos. The Huawei vs X Mysterio fight is just, oh my fucking god, you just had to be there. This battle was our equivalent to Sukuna vs Maharaga, Kobe vs LeBron, Undertaker vs Shawn Michaels, Ultra Instinct Goku vs Jiren. For context, Nestorio was another PvP YouTuber who now does these videos I'm not personally interested in. What the fuck is this? But he started out as a UHC creator on Badline, and it's great content, nothing against him or anything. From the build up to these two killing off other players, to the showdown between 2 legends remaining, and that insane clutch from Huawei beating Nestorio with 1 heart remaining, all while a kick-ass anime song is playing to set the stage as Chef's Kiss. I remember when this went down and was at the edge of my seat getting hyped. These are just one of many memories I have watching every one of these guys that I could have gone on and on about. And the good news is that most of these channels and videos are still up to this day. So if you want to trip down memory lane or want to see how dominant everyone was, including the casuals like Ant Venom or Bajan, do yourself a favor and check these guys out. In conclusion, it's kinda sad that survival games died out over time. As new game modes within Minecraft emerged and battle royale games like Fortnite took over the spotlight, there was no reason to keep MCSG around. Nowadays, some servers like HiveMC on Bedrock get about 100 to 300 players on average, which is enough for a full game, but it's not often. And the aforementioned Bed Wars not only became the PvP game mode for popular servers, it eclipsed survival games in player count. On Hypixel alone, it has a player count that's anywhere in the thousands. I'm convinced that Minecraft survival games will never be popular again. Its time in the sun is long gone, and all the YouTubers I've talked about don't make videos on the game mode anymore. Yet despite that, I'll forever hold the memories of those good times. Much like how Bed Wars is defining the current generation of PvP players today, MCSG is a game mode that defined a generation of players of the past, and I think that's pretty cool. Anyways, that's the video. Now if you excuse me, I'm off to slay some foes and claim some hoes.